Surrender control. Wave the right flag. Wave the white flag. The white right flag. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 234 of our Supersize Your Business Annual Challenge. And today's topic, along the lines of spirituality, our focus this month. And this week we're switching to focusing on spiritual growth and legacy. Our topic is surrender. Now, for some of us control freaks or reforming control freaks, this is a really interesting subject with respect to leading and growing and scaling and supersizing our businesses. So let's talk about this today. Surrender. I have always had the belief that surrender means to quit, but it doesn't really mean to quit. It means to give up control of every aspect of things that are outside of our control in the first place. Control is an absolute illusion. We think we're in control of things, but the truth is the only thing we can control is ourself, our response, our reactions, our emotions, our interpretation and definition of things. We can only ever really control ourselves. Even if we have an incredibly huge business, guess what? We still only can control us within that big business, within that organization, within any organization or relationship we happen to be a part of. We can only take responsibility for our part of that, our reaction to things, our communication, our skills, etc. We put out into the world our best, and then we see what happens. We surrender, we stuff our ego down, and we see what happens. We put things out into the world. We give with no expectation in return. We detach. I like the word detach better than surrender, meaning we put our best foot forward, we put our best effort out there, we launch our best products, our best offers, and then we see if it is what other people want. And if it is, they select it and they do business with us. If it's not, then we try something else. There's always a solution. So we don't have to quit just because we surrender our ego and we put things out there and realize that we are not the creator of the universe. We do not have ultimate control of everything. We do not have actual superpowers. So let's just let it go. What happens if we don't? Well, as a prime example of that, you get super duper frustrated. And really, I realized after my sudden cardiac arrest that the definition of frustration is expecting things to be different than they are. Guess what? With that definition, I was frustrated all the time. I expected things to be different. Can I control all the outcomes in my life? No. So that was a ridiculous, unrealistic expectation set up by my identity and my ego at the time that led me to almost the ultimate failure, right? I personally think that, I don't think death is a failure. That's probably not a great analogy, but if I'm not where I wanted to be to influence and impact and create things in the world, then that would be like quitting. I mean, be like done, right? It's a topic for another day. So today, what are we going to do? Number one, ask yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, how much of a control freak are you? I used to rate myself about a 9. I'm sure there were people that were worse, but I was pretty much, I figured I had to do everything and control everything. And if I didn't have my fingers in the pie, then the pie was going to fail. And boy, was that a slightly off delusional belief at the time. So what are we going to do with this today? I challenge you to practice surrendering, practice detachment today. So pick one thing. Maybe you've made a pitch and you've done the work, or you've put a project out there and you just really, really, really want it to succeed. Well, guess what? Everything we do, we want to succeed, right? So what if we put our best foot forward, put it out there, and then just let it be controlled by a higher power, the energy of the universe, and we'll see what kind of results we get. And then respond to the results. If the results are what we want, do more of it. If the results are what we don't want, make some tweaks, make some changes, and put it out there again. Reminds me, I was thinking about this earlier when we were in school, right? You do things like term papers or reports or group projects. You'd put your best foot forward, you'd present it, and then you would see what happens. You'd see what grade you got, because you had no control over how the professor or the entity was going to grade your work. And then you dealt with your emotions or the ramifications after you received the results or the feedback of the thing that you put out into the world. So Let's just be detached, put the things that we want, do our best, put the best that we have to offer out there, and then see what happens. See if people receive it or not. If they do, great. Again, do more of it. If they don't, it's time to tweak and change and do something different. I hope this makes sense. So what are we going to do today? We're going to share in the comments below one thing that we are going to loosen the reins on, let go of, do our best, and then put it out there and leave it alone and see what happens. So share in the comments below what you're going to do that with, because I think we can learn so much in this area from other people. I think we all are on a spectrum of control and no control, right? And it varies, of course, in different situations. There's some situations where we're super confident and we feel like we know what the outcome is going to be each and every time. There are other situations that are outside our comfort zone a little bit, and we put ourselves out there. And if we've done our best and it still doesn't give us the result that we expected. I think of when I first started doing things like webinars or doing things online. Oh my gosh, we put all this preparation into it, put it out there, crickets. It didn't land because the message was a little bit off, or the presentation, or whatever it was. Then you'd have to go back to the drawing board, which is what I did many a time, and tweak and test until it worked, right? Because that was the world, the universe telling us, nah, it's not quite right yet. Go back to the drawing board. And the only thing that impacts is our ego. Oh, I didn't get it right the first time. How many things in your life and your business have you actually done that you got right the first time, every single time? Okay. If you tell me everything, I'm going to say liar, liar, pants on fire. All right. That's it today. Go out, make it an amazing day. I have some reflective questions. If you're interested in those, just ask in the comments below, put question mark, and I will share those as a comment. I don't always remember to do it, but I do think about the reflective questions every day. That's why I create them, because it gets me thinking deeper about the topic that we're talking about. And spirituality, it's a pretty deep topic. That's why most businesses don't touch it with a 10-foot pole. All right. If I can help you in any way, ask. If you would like to be a part of conversations like this on a regular basis, join us in our free Supersize Your Business School community. Just put school in the comments below, and I will send you a personal invite. Go out, make it an amazing day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.